Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Lynn, and I'm going to make a recipe for you today from my cookbook, Plant-Based Recipe and Meal Options. And this recipe is one that I made up many years ago that is very popular, and it's the lemon dill tofu spread. And years ago, I remember buying a tofu spread, probably 20 years ago, in one of the fancy grocery stores, and I wanted to make something very similar. So I made up this recipe, and it's similar to egg salad, kind of, the consistency, but I'm gonna make two versions of it today. The regular lemon dill tofu spread, and then one that has a curry and turmeric flavor profile in it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the tofu. The recipe's on page 204 if you're following my book. I like the organic tofu. This is one that came from Winco, extra firm, organic, and it's a 14-ounce container. So what I do is I slice it open, and I put paper towels all around it to try and get the moisture out. And I'm going to do it again and just kind of press it to just get as much moisture out as I can. I had it sitting like that with just a heavy kind of plate on top, and I pressed it down. It's just so that the extra moisture is removed. So I put it in a bowl, and I have a tool that's originally a pastry cutter for butter, but I use it for tofu. So I push it down, and break the tofu all up. And the consistency of this firm tofu is similar to hard-boiled eggs. That's why it's kind of like egg salad. So I get that all smushed up. Okay, the next thing in the recipe are 6 tablespoons. I use this reduced fat vegetables. This one came from Winco. And I like it the best. So there are 6 tablespoons, a half a cup of finely diced celery, 4 minced green onions, and some parsley, and a tablespoon of sweet pickle relish. Let's see, I'll be able to fit that in there. This one is organic sweet pickle relish from Trader Joe's. It has no corn syrup in it. It's just a little bit of sugar. So a tablespoon of that. Tablespoon of lemon juice. I had a little lemon zest in the other part. And then it has a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of dried dill. One thing about dill, you want to make sure you have not had it in the cupboard for several years. It really, really is important that the dill is not really old. If you have fresh dill, that would be even better. A little salt and Mrs. Dash seasoning. So I'm going to put all of that together and then mix it well. It will start to kind of bind together. And that's it. It's very simple. You can adjust the flavorings if you want. You could use less salt, you could use other seasonings, but that's it. That's the first version, the version that's in the book. The second version I wanted to show you. Move this. Is one that I like. And it's really, really great for taking on picnics. Either of them are. This is another one I got, I believe at Fred Meyer's, organic tofu, extra firm. This one is, that one was 14 ounces, this is 12 ounces. It's a little bit less. So I have my extra paper towels here. I've had it sitting. I'm just gonna get the rest of the moisture out of it. Okay. You could use a big fork. This pastry cutter is just perfect for these. And you need a bowl that's big enough so you can really move it around. And be able to press down. I don't think I've ever used this for butter. Oops. So it's very flaky. I think I like the one from Winco best. Okay, so what I did differently is I have the reduced fat veggies, and I have the celery. I did not put the pickle relish in, and the parsley, and I have the lemon juice, and then I didn't put the dill in. Instead, I put 2 teaspoons of curry powder and a teaspoon of what was that? Cardamom. Nope, it was coriander. Coriander. And the salt and Mrs. Dash. So I'm going to add a little turmeric, and that will make it nice and yellow. And this adds a really good nutritional element to it also. As this sits, it will get incorporated, and the curry flavors will blend in. I have taken this a lot in a little container from the fridge with crackers and fruit when we go hiking, and my kids really liked it. It has a really great flavor to put on crackers or whatever you have. An idea that I wanted to show you, and my favorite thing to put it on is the Ryvita crackers, is that you can take a romaine lettuce like this, and instead of using crackers or bread or anything, lay out the leaves. You can put it on a big platter. And then take some of your filling, lay it across the base of it, and you can eat the whole thing of lettuce for hardly any calories. And here you have a wonderful array of a way to eat the tofu spread. You can do this with any spread, but I really like the romaine lettuce. The ones that are organic from Trader Joe's are the best. I didn't get to Trader Joe's. This is from Winco. So both of these spreads age after they sit a while, then the flavors meld together, and they are a great thing to have in your fridge to be able to pull out when you want a spread. In the winter time, they're really great to put on a crusty piece of toast with a bowl of soup. You can put sprouts on them, make a sandwich. If you don't have the fresh celery and the fresh parsley, just do it without. Use whatever you have and experiment. So that recipe, the lemon dill tofu spread, is one of my favorites. And I just wanted to share that with you today, and hopefully that was helpful. See you next time.